Financial Wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
You can actually join us here in the vault so you can see our very handsome, what did Lisa, what'd you say he looked like? Like a soap opera star? Jack Wagner is in the house, actually. You can join us by going to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. Click on the live streaming button, and voila, you will enter our studios, which is video with 3 high-definition cameras, thanks to Mr. Furman Escovedo with...
Keep trying.
Why do you have to pick on me every time?
Because it's been like 3 years.
I have fun with it. Anyways, we're having fun here, so you should join us again by going to donandgino.com because we have Mr. George Hartmann with Prime National Credit Repair. Everybody has credit or wants credit or definitely wants better credit, so we have an expert that's going to give you some great advice, such as some of the top myths about credit and how to improve your credit. There's absolutely ways to improve your credit. All right, George?
Absolutely.
All right. So how long have you been doing this, sir?
Oh, man.
Off and on for a long time.
For a long time, yeah. Yeah, and the results have just been getting better and better as we go. You know, Prime National's over 17 years old. They're A-plus rated on the BBB, and they've got all the ratings, but bottom line is we're getting results for clients.
All right. So you can go ahead, Gino.
Yeah, I was going to go ahead and share. So, you know, one of the things is there's so many myths out there. There's so many credit repair companies. There really are. And, I mean, you could sometimes drive down the street and see the big sign, right? Get 100 points in 60 days. Well, yes, that's entirely possible, but how and why and what, it doesn't mean it'll happen for everybody, right? It's like the, you know, like the fitness videos and all that stuff where results not typical.
Yeah.
Get an 8-pack.
Yeah.
6-minute abs.
Yeah.
All right. So we have better than 6-minute abs here. We have George Hartmann, again, an expert credit repair specialist with Prime National Credit Repair. So why don't we dive in, because I know you out there want to know, how do I improve my credit? Because credit is everything. It can cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over your lifetime by not having great credit. And a lot of people don't understand that. So, George, why don't you share some of the... I love the first one.
Yeah, check your credit.
Oh, what a concept.
You know, it's like one of those things that people are scared to do. You know, they're not... They just never check it. And you should check your credit once a year at least. And there's so many free sites out there. The one we like is identityguard.com. And you can run it for free. It's a 7 to 14-day free trial. And pull up your report. And, you know, if you don't want to keep the service to monitor it, which I think that you should, you know, it's a great asset to have. But at least you'll see what's on there. And, I mean, over the years of doing this, people that just don't know what's on their credit or something from somebody else is on their credit, or I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that we see every day.
No,
it's a messy world, the credit world, I'll tell you. So I use Identity Guard personally, right? You recommended it. I started using it. I love it. I think it's a great service. I kept it.
I kept freecreditreport.com.
Yep. So I decided to keep it. You always want to make sure you get a tri-merge credit report. You want to be looking at all 3 bureaus because different companies report to different bureaus. So what you don't want to do is be looking only at TransUnion. And I know that sometimes you have the Discover card or Amex and they give you one bureau. Well, that's not really a credit monitoring service. They're just giving you a courtesy something for holding their card. But you want to look at a tri-merge credit report and strive for accuracy. You want to make sure that it's accurate. You want to make sure that you dispute addresses that are incorrect, dispute AKAs and names that are incorrect.
Inquiries. It's nice to know when inquiries are happening. You're like, who's looking into my credit and why?
Yeah.
And it shows it right on the report. So great first tip, check your credit. Don't put your head in the sand because someday you're going to need it, and all of a sudden you go, oh, I didn't know that was on there, and it's too late. We see it all the time when people trying to get mortgages. They're all excited, and they're like, what collection account? And it could be a medical collection because your insurance company messed up, or who knows what.
My favorite has always been, and I still remember the client buying an $800,000 house, 750 FICO, everything's perfect, halfway through escrow, and oh, right before we close, we do pull a credit report. Just FYI to all you consumers out there, when you're buying a house, we run it one more time at the end just to make sure.
Yeah, don't go buy a bunch of cars and furniture and refrigerators, by the way.
$50 DirecTV collection. Because he didn't return a box at one of his old places he lived at, tanked his score 70 points in the middle of escrow.
I love it when that happened.
Yeah, you know, and that's just it. A new 30-day late can hurt you by 60 to 80 points. I mean, it's really incredible. And another myth is you want to make sure that the scores that you run online are not indicative of what you'll get on a mortgage.
That's true.
Or an automobile or a credit card. I mean,
excellent point.
The algorithms that they run are different. So, you know, don't take that in stone. You know, that's a guideline. gives us a guideline to go by when we start to try to raise those
Yeah,
scores.
thanks for bringing that up, because that happens all the time when they're like, wait, my score said 685, and we pull in at 662 or something like
So
that.
let's talk about that real quick. And I'm okay with pulling out names. You know, someday, like I said, I'm going to get in trouble for this. But Credit Karma guys, don't use them. Everybody has a 900 FICO. I don't understand what the deal is with them. Okay, what I liked about Identity Guard is I feel like it's about 20 points or so lower than our credit monitoring service that we use as a mortgage company. And if you go buy a car, I find that it's typically about 20 higher than a mortgage even. So I find that Identity Guard has a very conservative model, and it doesn't give you what I call a happy score.
Yeah, and it's also a really easy report to read. I mean, they really lay it out nice so that the person that doesn't know what they're looking at on a credit report can really identify, what's the positives and what's the negatives, and then they can always come to us if they have questions. We analyze it for free. Give them advice for free and let them know, hey, is this even worth a repair start, or this is the things that you can do over time to continue to raise your score.
Well, since you are a credit repair specialist, in case some of you unfortunately have to leave the car or have to leave your computers again, because you can see and watch and listen to this live by going to donandgino.com. That's DONANDGINO.com. Click on the live stream button. Voila. How can they get a hold of you, George?
You know what? The easiest way is my website at creditrepairin30.com. That's creditrepairin30.com. There's a free consultation button. It texts me right away, and I get back to you very quickly.
Very nice. Okay, so when we come back, we got to go through a few more myths, or I'd say 3 more strategies on how to improve the credit. And then once you help us a little bit with what the process is, what the cost is, how long does it take in general. Because a lot of this is in general, because a lot of times you're going to hear what you want to hear out there. You're talking about this ahead of time when you say, oh, you're going to remove all my inquiries and all. It doesn't happen that way. But the idea is to improve your credit. It's credit repair, not credit fix. Doesn't happen overnight.
Not credit reset.
Yeah, credit reset. That happens when you change your name, I think. But then you got to start all over anyway. So, and, what was your previous name?
Anyways.
All right. So hopefully you stick around, because we're having a really good time here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHS, with George Hartmann, credit repair specialist. Don't go away. We'll be right back.